Ever get that sinking feeling when you think about taxes? That little bit of dread about a surprise bill from the IRS? Well, what if I told you that you could get a pretty good estimate of what you'll owe right now in just a few minutes? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on federal income taxes and give you the tools to do exactly that.
This is the question, isn't it? It can cause a ton of stress for sure. That final number, it often feels like a total mystery until it's way too late to do anything about it. But just knowing a ballpark figure, that can totally transform your stress into a solid, actionable plan.
So today, we're going to break down two really simple, what I'd call quick and dirty methods to get you that ballpark figure. Now, let's be clear about something right up front. These are not for filing your official tax return. Think of them more like powerful little tools to get a rough idea of where you stand financially.
Okay, first up, the tax bracket guess. This one is all about speed. If you need a number and you need it in like the next 60 seconds, this is going to be your best friend.
It's a really simple three-step process. First, just ballpark your total income for the year. Second, do a quick search online for the federal tax brackets and just see where your income falls. And third, multiply your income by that bracket's percentage. And boom, that's it. You've got a very rough but very, very fast estimate.
Now, here's a really important thing to remember. The U.S. has what's called a progressive tax system. That means you only pay that high percentage on the chunk of your income that falls inside that specific bracket, not on your entire salary. So yeah, this method is a huge simplification, but that's why it's perfect for just getting that quick ballpark figure.
Want to make that guess just a little bit better? Okay, here's a little pro tip for you. Before you do the math, subtract your standard deduction from your income. That's just a set dollar amount the IRS lets you take off to lower how much of your income gets taxed. You can look it up super easily for your filing status, whether you're single, married, whatever. This tiny adjustment gets your estimate one step closer to reality.
All right, so what if you want a more fine-tuned estimate? Well, if you happen to have last year's tax returns somewhere nearby, our second method is for you. It's called the effective rate method, and it basically uses your own financial history to predict the future. Kind of cool, right?
So what in the world is an effective tax rate? Simple. It's the actual percentage of your total income that you really paid in federal tax last year. And what makes this number so great is that it already has all of your unique financial stuff, like all your deductions and credits, baked right into it. It's your true, personalized tax rate.
And finding it is actually pretty simple. Just grab last year's tax return. You're looking for two numbers, your total income and the total tax you paid, okay? Now, just divide the tax you paid by your total income. That percentage you get, that's your effective rate. Just apply that rate to this year's estimated income, and you've got a much more accurate projection.
So let's put them side by side. Which one should you use? Well, the tax bracket guess is incredibly fast. You don't need any documents, but it's the least accurate. The effective rate method, on the other hand, is way more accurate because it reflects your real financial situation, but you do need last year's tax return to pull it off.
Okay, so you have these two methods now to get an estimate, but why does this number even matter? It's really about shifting your whole mindset from being reactive about taxes to being proactive about your finances. This number isn't just a guess, it's a really powerful tool.
And here's where the power really comes in. With this estimate, you can check if you're on track with your tax payments for the year, which helps you avoid a massive, nasty surprise bill in April. It tells you if you might need to make an estimated payment now, and it opens the door for smart year-end tax planning.
See, the goal here is to turn this simple guess into a concrete plan of action. This little calculation is your first step toward making smart financial decisions before the year is over, back when you still have time to actually make a difference.
And this brings up a really powerful distinction. Knowing your numbers allows for tax planning, which is all about legally using the rules to your advantage. It means you're taking legitimate actions like putting money in a retirement account or donating to charity to get the tax breaks you are totally entitled to. This knowledge is what separates a smart strategy from, illegal fraud.
So now you have the tools to find that number. The real question is, what are you going to do with that knowledge? What's your next move to take control of your finances this year? That's the power of a quick estimate. Thanks for diving into this with me.